Hey you guys, what's going on? I know y'all probably thought I won't go and do this video. I know it's 9 something going on 10 at night or whatever, but it's just I just had to really get myself together to do this video because of course the obvious stuff that we have to talk about. I don't really want to talk about it, but I feel like we have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just oh, I'm so tired. I'm so fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? Of this bullshit. But I mean, let's just get started, I guess, so of course the whole controversy with Beyonce doing the performance at the Super Bowl. And I knew it was gonna be some bullshit that was gonna come from this shit. I knew it. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like people, have been saying that Beyonce has pretty much stirred up controversy again between whites and blacks or whatever, and she's disrespecting the police and all this stuff, and the police are the ones who protect us, and I mean, just a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, how she didn't say anything about the police in her performance. I mean, hell, fuck, she didn't. I mean, she didn't even say anything about Black Lives Matter in her performance, as I recall. We want to keep shit 100. Like, so what the fuck is y'all talking about? You got motherfuckers sitting up here saying that she just pretty much like causing issues again, like as if the motherfucking issues don't went away. We are still facing police brutality. We are still facing young black men and women being wrongfully killed due to police brutality. This shit ain't go no fucking where. This shit didn't pop back up all of a sudden because of Beyonce's performance. Then they started talking about the Black Panthers because, Beyonce was dressed in all black or whatever, and her dancers was dressed in all black. Okay. So was Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars, his dancers or whatever, they was dressed in all black and everything. And Bruno Mars has black in him. But I guess because Beyonce is a big star, I guess because maybe they thought she was one of them or something. I don't know. Now and then also too, like I said, because she's a big star, now they want to ride her coattail about this shit. And somebody, I can't remember the name, somebody had the nerve to sit up here and say that, like, basically trying to compare the Black Panthers to the KKK. I'm sorry. I don't recall the Black Panthers hanging motherfuckers. I don't recall that. Like, oh, y'all, I'm so sorry if it seemed like I'm just so tensed and just hollering, and I apologize, but I'm just so frustrated. I really am frustrated with all this race stuff. It's so fucking irritating. It's so fucking irritating. Nobody is saying that all lives don't matter. All lives do matter. But when that statement becomes a contradictory, it's a fucking problem. That's when it becomes a problem. Because y'all motherfuckers sitting up here saying all lives matter, but then the actions reflect that it's otherwise. All these black people being wrongfully killed by the police. And not really facing the consequences for it. But all lives matter though, right? Just y'all, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm just sick of it. And I think somebody named Tommy Lauren, is that how you say her? I guess that's how you say her name, Tommy Lauren. She had some shit to say about Beyonce. Um Hold on, y'all. I'm on the internet or whatever. Oh yeah, I guess she was one of the ones that had something to say about the Black Panthers, but I was also reading somewhere where somebody else had something to say about the whole Black Panthers thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess basically she was sitting here, the Tommy Lauren girl, she's sitting up here trying to say that Beyonce, I guess, is promoting violence or whatever, and how Martin Luther King was about peace and this, that, and the third. But it's like, I feel like if you had a problem with that performance, period, you're part of the problem. You're part of the fucking problem. There's nothing wrong with her being black and proud. She not saying fuck the police. She wasn't even saying that in her fucking video for Formation. She wasn't saying nothing about fuck the police, but what she was trying to get across, in reference to the video, is to stop shooting black lives. Stop killing black lives. Don't shoot. That's all she was trying to get the fuck across. She wasn't saying F the police or whatever, but she was just saying stop killing my people. That's what the fuck she was trying to get across here. And like I said, as far as the Super Bowl is concerned, she didn't do anything that I don't get it. I don't get that. And I'm so sick of motherfuckers. Then motherfuckers want to sit up here and say black people bringing up slavery and shit. They need to go. Who the fuck is bringing up slavery? Nobody is bringing up slavery at this point. We're talking about what the fuck is going on right now. We're talking about what's going on. Ain't nobody bringing up no slavery into this motherfucking shit. That's all illusion in y'all motherfucking heads. Stop it. We're talking about the shit that's going on right the fuck now in America. And then for motherfuckers to sit up here and try to blame Obama for this dumb shit, like as if racism ain't been here. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, y'all. I'm tired. I'm just so fucking tired of this shit. And I don't see this shit dying down or getting any better anytime soon. I just see this shit is going to continue to fester and fester and fester. I don't know, y'all. If y'all have any more that y'all want to add to it, or y'all have any more details of this situation y'all want to put down in the comments, y'all can do that or whatever. But I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. And it's really heartbreaking to see such a division in this country. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just let me know how y'all feel about it. But I'm sorry. Okay. The next story. This next story is kind of sad too, and which is why I just wanted to get these two stories out the way. Marshawn McCarell, I believe that's his name. He was an activist, for black people and everything. He was a young black man. Hold on, y'all. I'm pulling up the story. Okay, yeah, he was 23 years old, and they was saying how he left a whole bunch of tweets or whatever, hours before he had shot himself, and his family they feel like the work that he was doing for the community, it was a toll on him. But I guess at the same time they were unaware of, I guess maybe, I don't, maybe him being depressed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And his last tweet was, "My demons won today. I'm sorry. And let the record show that I pissed on the state house before I left." And he also attended the NAACP Image Awards recently or whatever, just last week. So I guess it would be a shocker, considering he just attended that. The NAACP is pretty much for people of color and everything, and then for him a week later to shoot himself. Yeah, I could understand people being shocked and just, what I'm saying. Yeah, like I said, he was doing different stuff in the community. He had founded a youth mentorship program, Pursuing Our Dreams, and he was doing some other things for the community or whatever. And I did, when I first read on this story, and I was reading it on Facebook, and I was looking at the comments, and of course people was like that, oh, the police shot him, because I think he shot himself in front of the state house or whatever. Yeah, I think he shot himself in front of the state house or whatever, so people conspired or whatever that he shot that the police shot him or whatever. And it's kind of like, that I don't believe that happened. I did believe that he took his own self out. I mean, people be thinking just because a person appears to be happy or whatever that means that they are, and that's not the case. Like, coming from somebody who is dealing with depression, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you appear to be happy all the time don't mean that you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a simple fact. It's a lot of people who deal with depression. It's just some people are stronger in dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are stronger in dealing with it to the point where they're not going to take themselves out or whatever. But then you have some people who just aren't strong enough to fight those demons. You know what I'm saying? And it's just really sad. It's really, really sad because, like I said, it seemed like he was doing a lot for the community and him. And, especially him being 23. At 23, it's kind of like you still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a really sad situation. Like, I send my condolences to his family and friends and everything, but it's just, like I said, he's in my age group, you know what I'm saying? So, see a young brother just gone, especially taking himself out. It's just, and I can imagine this whole Black Lives thing and just everything going on, it can take a toll on you. But I guess you have to have the mindset and knowing what to expect when you come into this. But I guess it was just too much for him. And like I said, I just hope that I just pray for his family and pray for his friends, people who were close to him or whatever, and yeah, just fly with the angels, yeah, I'm just lost for words at this point because it's really a sad story. It really is. But all right, all right, y'all. I guess we can get into the fuckery now. So Ciara versus Future, yet again. So I guess Ciara felt like she had enough. Like she had fucking enough from Future. Bashing her on social media, this, then, third. And she decided to file a 15 million lawsuit against him and everything. And I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, good. Maybe he'll sit up here and shut his motherfucking mouth. But no, he instead decides to countersue because of the fact that she was like, well, bitch, you were slandering me in that song, I Bet, or whatever. Now, here's my thing. Of course, we all knew she was talking about him in the I Bet song, but it's a song. And we all know that Ciara has had more than one public relationship. He's not her first public relationship. So if we want to just, she could have been talking about anybody. Even though we know she was talking about him, but because it's in the form of music, I don't think he's going to win that. I don't think she's going to win 15 mil against him neither. And I mean, I don't think, maybe she probably don't expect to get that much. Maybe she just threw that number out there or whatever. But yeah, he's definitely been slandering her on social media, saying how this bitch won't let me see my kid or whatever, this, that, and the third, and just saying a whole bunch of shit that, of course, yes, we know that you're talking about Ciara. You're not talking about your other baby mamas. You're talking about Ciara. And it's just like, don't get me wrong, yeah, I like Future's music. I really ain't too keen on him as a person, but I like his music. You know what I'm saying? But he just acts like a fucking bitch to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my Future fans out there, but yeah, he just act like a bitch to me. I mean, I said I like his music. I just don't like him. But then Ciara had said something, I guess, like he's the reason why her career is being hindered or something like that, she was saying. Now, see, I didn't know she had said that at first because Wendy Williams was kind of going in on her, and I was like, well, at the time, I didn't know that, Ciara had said it. I just seen the little clips on the Shade Room, and Wendy Williams is kind of going in on her, saying that, basically saying her career ain't been popping even before, he came, into her life or whatever, I'm paraphrasing. But, I was like, well, damn, Wendy, like, why are you going in on her like this? Like this, you know what I'm saying? But then, once I seen the post where Ciara had said that, excuse me, y'all. I had seen the post where Ciara had said that. I was like, oh, that's why Wendy said what she said. I was like, yeah, Ciara, Future is not the reason why your career hasn't been popping. Your career hasn't really been popping for a while. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Ciara. I really do. She seems like a sweetheart. I did like the song I Bet. I know some people didn't care for it too much, but I liked it. Of course, the song that she did, where Future was in the video, the Body Party song and everything. Honestly, I mean, and to be honest, for real, I think maybe if she would have stuck with Future, maybe her career would have been back on track had she went in the direction he was trying to get her to go in. Because remember, you guys, I think he had said a while back that he was trying to get her to go into a certain direction and she didn't want to go into that direction or whatever the case was. And yeah, now it's like, now motherfuckers done kind of forgot about her again. Music wise, anyway. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. I don't think Future is going to win anything from his countersue. If Ciara wins anything, it damn sure ain't gonna be 15 mil. I don't even think Future is worth 15 mil. Well, no, he might be at this point. He been mainstream for a few years now. So, and he done had some successful hits. So, man, I don't know. Maybe he might be worth 15 mil at this point. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Next thing, DMX. If you guys heard, he was hospitalized. First they was saying he had an asthma attack, but then later on they was trying to say that he had sniffed, some crack or coke or whatever, and he was saying, him and his team, they were saying that wasn't true. DMX, last thing he remembered was that he was asking for his inhaler and everything, and he passed out or whatever. But he can assure you he wasn't sniffing that stuff. Now, I don't know. I want to definitely believe that DMX wasn't sniffing, And me, I have asthma. Now, I don't really have like a bad case of asthma compared to like other people. But yeah, you can pass out. If you having an asthma attack, yeah, you can pass out. If you don't have your inhaler in time or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and sometimes the inhaler might not even help. I mean, you might be so bad off to the point where you just really need medical attention. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope it wasn't a case of him sniffing. You know what I'm saying? I really hope I know Swiss Beats, he had put a message out there on Twitter, I believe, saying, letting people know that X was fine and everything. And I remember DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club, he was saying that he had also spoken to him and that, X was fine and everything. But yeah, y'all. And this is the thing about DMX. I like DMX. You know what I'm saying? As far as his music, he really had some shit going for him when he first came out. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he was just gonna really be, doing it big. But then it's like he just fucked his life up. Like he fucked his life up. He had so much going for him, and I don't understand it. And he talented too. Talented. He had some hits. He definitely had some hits. I can say one of my favorite songs from him is that "How's It Going Down" song. The little more like kind of ghetto love story. I just like that song. You know what I'm saying? It's more kind of a more softer side, I guess, even though he was still kind of rough or tough or whatever. But it's just it was a cool song to me. That's definitely one of my favorite songs by him. But yeah, it's just unfortunate the way his life turned and how he just let his career go down the drain. But I just hope DMX is okay. I hope he's just continuing to get better, and I really hope he wasn't sniffing. That's it. Get better, X. And I guess the last thing I want to talk about, I know it didn't seem like I really had anything to really talk about for real besides the whole Beyonce and the Marshawn McCarell story. But yeah, the next 15, I watched it. Is not something I'm about to be doing a full blown review on. I just don't feel like it's worth it. Cause I don't know. I wasn't that impressed by the first episode. I mean, it was cool, but I just wasn't that impressed. And I don't know if it's because I don't know really what the purpose of this show is supposed to be. I mean, I guess they trying to make some kind of, the whole purpose of this show is for them to be making some kind of talk show or whatever. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But we got Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives Miami, the one that was stuck up Evelyn's ass all the time. We have Laura Govan, who of course is the off and on / baby mama of Gilbert Arenas. I mean, off and on girlfriend / baby mama of the retired basketball player Gilbert Arenas. Benzino, formerly a cast member of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Claudia Jordan. I guess Claudia is supposed to be an executive producer of this show. Um, the dude, oh, Karamo? Is that his name? The real world guy? I think that's his name. Y'all correct me. I forget. Because I don't really know too much about him. And I haven't really done any background research on him yet to really, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know which season he was on the Real World. I don't know if he was on the Real World before I was thought of, or if he was on the Real World while I was born, but maybe I was not old enough to, or I don't know, because I haven't seen all the seasons of the Real World, so but I did used to like that show though, when I did, as I got a little bit older and I was watching it. But and of course the HBIC New York or whatever. So pretty much, Claudia, she was meeting up with Carlos King, the one of the executive producers of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys know he also executive produces Hollywood Divas, and I believe he is the executive producer of the Selling It and ATL show as well. They meet up or whatever, they having conversations and about who they want to be on this show and everything. He throws out Jennifer Williams as one of the people. Claudia, she, I guess apparently her and Jennifer already got some bad vibes between them, because Jennifer is supposedly is supposed to be dating Claudia's ex or whatever. I mean, were y'all friends or something? Because I just, whatever, I don't know. Because I just don't understand why y'all got bad blood if y'all never met each other about her dating your ex, like. Anyways, moving on, Benzino, I don't really, it just seemed kind of weird that he's on the show. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, they all didn't know about New York being on the show until like towards the end of the episode, where she had came out and everything. Jennifer, you guys know she was kind of the quiet and timid one, and was kind of up Evelyn's ass, like I said. But it seemed like on this show she gonna be sticking up for herself a little bit. I'm like, okay, Jen girl, about time. Shit, I got tired of seeing her be a fucking doormat for them bitches on that damn show, on the Basketball Wives. She was in her confessional, and she was talking about Laura Govan and how she was like, she was like, Gilbert is supposed to be Drea's baby daddy and everything, this, that, and third. And Drea, she had to come out on social media yet again about this situation, letting it be known, Gilbert Arenas is not my child's baby daddy, okay? And she started explaining, how she was still, and I guess in her hometown or whatever, I can't remember where she's from, but she was still in her hometown at the time, so there's no possible way she met Gilbert. Like, she would have, like, let's be real, like, Drea would have been getting that money, that wet. Had Gilbert, she would have made sure of that, had Gilbert Arenas been her baby daddy. So I do believe Drea on that. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like Jennifer gonna be really messy on this show. Really, really, really messy. Laura, I didn't really care for her too much. It's like I started off kind of sort of liking her, but then as time went along on the LA franchise of the Basketball Wives, I just started not liking her, and I just started seeing how sneaky and conniving she is. So yeah, they gonna have to watch out for her. But she looked good though. That short haircut she got, and she done slimmed down, and yeah, she snatched. Yeah, they gonna have to watch her. Hmm. I'm watching her and I ain't even on the damn show. But who else? Like I said, I don't know too much about the real world guy, but the fact that you know, from what he, except for what he told us on the show, he works somewhere. Did he say he worked for a news station or something? I can't remember. But you know, he I guess he was like the first black gay guy to come out on reality TV or something like that. He is good looking though. But but yeah. And then of course New York, you guys know she came from the Flavor of Love, and she's the self-proclaimed HBIC. I know she had her spin-off show, I Love New York, amongst some other spin-off shows. And, you know, like New York Goes to Hollywood and New York Goes to Work. Now, them shows, it just, those two shows I didn't particularly care for too much. But, yeah. You know, and she was saying how she, you know, pretty much paved the way for, I guess, black women on reality TV or whatever. You know, basically the ratchetness and the ghetto-ness or whatever. I mean, I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but I mean, yeah, she did, you know, kind of pave the way for it. Like, she was the first. I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, it was definitely other black women on reality TV before her, but she was the one who stood out the most to people to catch their attention. You know what I'm saying? But really, the main thing that really happened on this first episode was, you know, they all met up in the room, minus New York, like I said. And they was going to pretty much have these people come in and they, you know, these people was going to come in and give their opinions about them. You know how, like, they be, you know how, like, people give their opinions of these celebrities or these reality stars on these social media sites, but the celebrities can't confront them in person about, you know, what's been said about them. So they have them go into this separate room where they could see the people who was talking about them, but the people couldn't see them. So, like, they all had their opinions or whatever, and I felt like that one with the dreads, I think she had dreads or whatever, I felt like she really was kind of cracking down on them hard. I was like, well, damn. Sorry, y'all, I had a notification on my phone. But yeah, I was just kind of like, well, damn, like, she was sitting up here saying how Laura got four kids or whatever, and she ain't married and all this other stuff or whatever. Laura, she felt some type of way about that. And to kind of bounce back a little bit to Claudia Jordan, forgot, you know, you guys remember she was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I didn't really care for her too much on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, to be quite honest. I felt like she was a bitch. I did give it to her though that she stood up to Nene. She stood her ground up against her. But other than that, I didn't really care for her too much. I thought she was kind of a bitch. But seeing her in interviews though, she seemed like she's a nice person, but on these reality shows she just seemed like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, back to the, you know, the little case study thing that they was doing, or whatever you want to call it. They was saying that Benzino had no neck and he wasn't all that cute, whatever. I mean, they won't lie, you know what I mean? They was saying that Jennifer was, like, I guess basically saying that she was a pushover or something, and how she don't stand up for herself and all this other stuff, and like she's boring or whatever. I don't remember what they said about the Karamo dude, the Real World dude. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everybody, because like I said, New York wasn't there. So they finally came in and confronted them or whatever. Laura, she kind of went in on old girl that was sitting up here saying the statement about the 4 kids and not being married. She let her know, like, bitch, I was married. I mean, she was like, I had kids by the same, all my kids are by the same man. And I was with him for just as long as people who have been married, if not longer. And it did seem kind of like old girl was trying to backpedal on what she was saying and was trying to be nice to all them all of a sudden, because she was just so shocked once they walked in the room, like, oh shit, like, I've been talking shit about them. And then to find out even further that they heard what she said. Jennifer had to let them know, like, y'all sit up here and say that I'm born this, day, and the third, but if I was hopping over tables and shit, then you be calling me ratchet. I was like, that is true. Especially you being a black woman. Yeah, they would be trying to call you ratchet. What else? I don't remember what the conversation was with everybody else. Well, I don't remember the confrontations with everybody else. But you know, they hugged them or whatever after the fact, and then that's when New York came in and let it be known the HBIC is here, whatever. But that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys, you got an opinion on anything I talked about today, you know, leave it down in the comments. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys come back, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.